Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Utes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hands it off. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Thanks to grab. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Rock. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rock. Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the run, it's Cox. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. Touchdown, Ducks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Throwing right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Steps away. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Looking for a gap. It's caught. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's caught inside the 30. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Yeah, that seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he makes the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pulls and fires complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the
intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Using his legs, it's Cox. He's out past the 35. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Sweet cut there. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man. It's Perry. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throws to the wideouts. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here we go. Back to pass. Let's it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Andrews. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
To the ground, he's got it again.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utes!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to San Jose State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Running back searching for a hole. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he tacked on the extra point.
Utah, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense
turning it on. Just keeps moving. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the run, it's Cox. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Runs through a tackle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's Rock. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
66, Utah, 14.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. It's just hard. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else
he's going to let it go. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous morning. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.